There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Wolverines will kick it away first. He'll return it. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Reeder. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. From the shotgun, the inside give. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball.
Fires toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout?
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got him downfield.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
The give to Davis. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Davis. Across the 25, he's got room. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and third and long. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. Goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He fires to the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The inside handoff. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Scott. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Michigan. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Reeder. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On the run, it's Reeder. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. The screen, he can go. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. off play action. Fires on the move. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% in a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Gamecocks want to move quickly.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gives him the big stiff arm. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Back to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field.
stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if we find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gamecocks will put total leather and will get started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The tag. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Offense working from the pistol. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got a wide open receiver. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, South Carolina. He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So here comes the Michigan offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give him right back to him.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win.
It's a running room.
nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense, because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this could be a scary unit.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Kansas State is going to enjoy the trip back to Manhattan after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road and you stack wins there in Bill Snyder Family Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out, he had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to
turning it on. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Snagged in the middle, it's Scott.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He gets a block. He's on the loose. Wide open, it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already going back and forth, and they have a 3-point lead up 17-14. Immediately fires to the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Looking for room at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to, with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense
going to take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. There he goes to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you've got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you could tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Everybody needs a little luck, and just got it by falling on that fumble. More work to do to get on the board. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's the handoff. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Defense did a great job. 30 short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he loses the football on the return. Not able to pop the big return, but they got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Trying to change now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Steps away to find some room. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This offense is being aggressive, and they keep going back to the same guy. We're early in the game in the first quarter. This guy's already scored a touchdown, so if I'm a quarterback, keep trying to get him the football. He's winning his matchups one-on-one. Nice job by the defense on that play, but don't lose focus if you're the QB here. Keep trying to find your big-time playmaker.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Direct snap. Slithers into space. Found enough room to cross the 25 and out to the 27-yard line. That's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. The screen. He's got wheels.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking for space. It's Reeder. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. It's complete. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Quarterback will keep it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker slipping out the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And some room to work. Runs through a tackle. And runs through another one. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Scott. Open space at the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Pulls and fires complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Leaves it with the back. This back staying on track and getting it in on the option.
Well, this running back can beat you with a lot of tools. He's got speed, he can shake you, he can spin away, and now he shows you the stiff arm. That was lethal before walking into the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Reeder. Just has a knack for hitting that move on time. He's out to the 33. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. They go to the ground. Fighting off the defender.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Makes the catch. It's Reeder. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Gamecocks have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. So now it's second and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. From the 30-yard line on first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Under fire. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. He lets it fly. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Davis. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. On target over the middle. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On the move. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, going to the air. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a 1st down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The short hands. It's Reeder. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
This quarterback has been...
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage. Yeah,
if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line and makes the tackle for him.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. from the gun. They'll give it on the inside. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. That brings them to within 1. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the back. He breaks the tackle. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. He'll take it himself. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Davis. Makes his man miss. Oh, he just keeps moving. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Leaves it with the back. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese, 4th and short, that means decision time, or for us, green light. Go for it.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out route. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Trying to pound it in. Just couldn't nudge it across for the 2-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The give to the tailback. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Power football with the run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides to the back. And gets a first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Working that wide receiver screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The sure hands, it's Clark. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Bringing the heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play, but the defense came up big in a big moment.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. They'll go right back to him. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll give it to him again.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Oh, they dial up on second, and a long way to go. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout call by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. They'll keep it on the ground. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.